Shout out to my guy, Philly to Talk podcast, man. My guy, Joe Castro, man, holding it down and all that. Brandon, what's going on? Hey, Brandon, I ain't gonna lie, man. Your guy tripping, man. That's my guy, too, but he tripping. Me and him are on two opposite ends of how we thinking a player is being productive. And I'm going to get into it in a second, but make sure you also go check Joe Castro video about this one specific player. We going to get into it. Yo, that. A-G-L-E-S.
Eagles! Eagles!
Say fly, Eagles, fly.
Fly, Eagles, fly. Fly, Eagles, fly.
Yo, that, man, you know who it is, you know what it is. Your boy, Fully Fresh, a.k.a. The General. Yes, if you have not done it, please make sure you hit that sub button right down there. I appreciate it in advance. And also, it's a like button. Sharing is caring. That's how you push me out there, you know. So we get more views. We can do big things. I can do bigger giveaway. You know, it's all a recycle. It's all a reoccurring thing, but we trying to make it bigger than what it is. It's all a cycle. You know what I mean? Fresh fact of the day is I'm going to get into the BEn Simmons situation on when I feel about it. That is the fresh fact of the day. I'm not going to lie to y'all, not going to sugarcoat it. After we get into this situation that we got to talk about. Mr. Fletcher Cox. Once again, shout out Joe Castro. I think you're wrong. My guy. When you look at the situation of Fletcher Cox being doubled the whole game, not true. He has been doubled. He hasn't been doubled, sometimes even doubled with a chip block and all that kind of stuff. I get it. I understand it. But do you know who else gets doubled? Who else gets more attention than him and still finds a way? Because when these guys came into the league around the same time, they was being compared. They was dumb and numb. One A and one B. One guy took off. One guy didn't. And I'm going to get into the stats. And I know it's not all about sacks. It's about pressures and all that kind of stuff. But sacks mean a whole lot. So let's get into it. Fletcher Cox 2017. 5.5 sacks. You had Aaron Donald, 11 sacks. 2018, Fletcher Cox, 10.5 sacks. That was his best year sack-wise in 2018. But you know what Aaron Donald did? Give me a dub. Give me 20. Give me 20 on pump one. 20.5. 2019, Fletcher Cox dipped down low like he was doing a limbo. You hear me? He dipped. He went from 10.5 to 3.5. Aaron Donald had 12.5, still double digits. 2020, just last year, 6.5. Not really too mad about that. We had a bad year. 6.5. Aaron Donald 13.5. This is not the Fletcher Cox against Aaron Donald show, but it's just to show you how much he has been dipped. How much he dipped. In 2018, he had 10.5, right? In 2019 and 2020, he still didn't surpass 2018 combined. Think about that. And when you look at it, he was getting pressure like that then. I think he's getting a little old, and he's not aging well. To tell you the truth, I've seen some plays where Hargrave was getting doubled, and he was getting a one-on-one because he was the one that was getting pressure. Now, I'm not saying if Fletcher Cox gets single coverage all game, he won't probably wreck something. He probably will, but he has to find a way. You're a $100 million man. And it's funny how we could talk about a guy like Carson Wentz. Oh, Carson Wentz is getting paid this, he's getting paid that. $100 million, and there's no excuses for him. Right? That's basically what I'm trying to say. We want Carson Wentz to perform because he's a $100 million man, but then we make excuses for Fletcher Cox, basically saying, oh, well, he is helping other people eat. Yeah, but you still got to get your numbers too. That's like us saying if Jalen Hurts was getting money, right? was getting $100 million or whatever the case may be. Oh, he's not putting up the numbers that he should to help us win games. But because of his running ability, our running backs are able to run all over the field, even though we won't run a football, but you get what I'm saying. You'll be like, so what? And I still need him to produce his numbers. And that's the same energy that we got to have for every player that's getting paid $100 million. Yes or no? Fletcher Cox has to step up some way, somehow. I don't care if you go to the coach, say you need a different scheme. I don't care if you get on a different side. I don't care if they try to put you on the ends. I don't care. You have to do better than what you've been doing. The last 2 years, you had 6.5 and 3.5 sacks. That's not even cracking double digits for 2 years. And you're supposed to be this top 2-3 D tackle. I like Fletcher Cox a lot. I don't want people to think that I'm sitting here trying to slander him. But sometimes numbers don't lie, man. And these numbers that you're looking at, they're not that good. And then, like I said, then you got to do Aaron Donald. Aaron Donald's just tearing up the field. He's tearing up the field. Getting double. I'm not liking what I'm saying, man. I'm really not. I'm not saying that this can't get better, because I see what Hargrave brings to the table. And a lot of that is just not because of Fletcher Cox. The dude just got raw talent. But if things don't happen soon, man, you got to look. Just because he got a name now, don't wait too late to trade him. Don't. Probably this coming up trade deadline. If you really want to keep it funky. If you try to develop Milton or develop Ridgeway and Hargrave is your star. You know, let me know what y'all think about that. My BEn Simmons situation, not my BEn Simmons, but my thoughts on the BEn Simmons situation. So you mean to tell me that you feel some type of way? Should have Joel B had said what he said on that camera, basically saying when the game changed? No, he shouldn't have. But he did not lie. It's not like he lied, and Ben, you can't act like he lied. When you did not go up for that dunk, that changed the whole game. It was only a minute or two left in the fourth quarter, but it changed really the outcome of the game. If you would have, first of all, we was at home. If you would have slammed that ball, it would have been on Trey Young. Everybody would have went crazy. We would have had the energy back, and we would have been up 2 points. But instead, you pass the ball when nobody's there. Nobody's there except for Trey Young. Even if you thought you seen anybody, so what? So now you're sitting out. You're saying that you don't want to play with the Sixers, and you're making it harder for yourself. You should have came to work. It would have been easier to trade you if you came to work and did everything behind the scenes. Yo, I ain't feeling what's going on here. Y'all got to get me up out of here. You would have been gone by now. But no, you want to cross your arms. You want to pout and puff your cheeks up and act like a child. That's why you're still on the Philadelphia Sixers roster. If you would have went out there bald, not really bald, but you ain't really had to do nothing, you would be gone before the preseason. You would be gone by now. That's my perspective. I could be wrong, but I don't think I am. But you went out here stomping, acting like a child, throwing a tantrum. Oh, I'm not coming there. I'm not doing this. It's over. I would never play in Philly again. And now it's harder to trade you. So you just made it hard on yourself. Did you want to not play for Philly, or did you just want to stir up? You just wanted to stir up and make headlines. Because that's what it seemed like. You just wanted to make headlines. I ain't feeling the BEn Simmons situation. They got to try to find a way to trade somebody. The Kyrie stuff ain't happening. I don't want nobody to think that, first of all, Kevin Durant, he put a stop to that from the rip. Like, that's his team. Come on now. These superstars are making their own teams. They ain't the coaches. They're telling them what to do. You think LeBron, if Westbrook, if he ain't want Westbrook, you think he'd be on that team? Huh? Even DeAndre Jordan, he put that team together. That's who. So you got to understand, man, when the stars start talking, it's time for you to listen. And BEn Simmons is a star, not a superstar, but he is a star, and he's saying he doesn't want to play. But you made it harder for everybody, pause, to get rid of you and for you to go to another team. Y'all know what it is, man. Stay Philly, stay fresh, y'all. Yo, that!